Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news of more unnatural Chinese stock market activity. But firstly, in the US, the Federal Reserve minutes from their last meeting were published overnight. They showed an improving American job market that has edged them closer to an interest rate hike, even as policymakers continue to express broad concerns about lagging inflation and the weak state of the world economy. And bond guru Bill Gross said overnight that he thought there would be a rate hike announced at the next meeting. Inflation in the US came in pretty much as expected in data out overnight, with the key measures of CPI-less-food-and-energy up 1.8% as expected. At the same time, real average wage earnings were up 2.2%, higher than the previous reading of 1.8%. This data is unlikely to deter the Fed from its September policy rate hike. Worryingly odd, however, is trading in equities that continues in China. Their stock markets took a wild ride yesterday, tumbling and soaring in a session that made little sense other than to highlight that investors have almost no faith in the month-long government effort to stabilise them. After being down more than 3% on the day, they then jumped close up 1% after state-backed funds jumped in to change the direction. All very unreal. In Germany, their parliament has approved the Greek bailout deal. In Japan, apart from a bigger trade deficit, data out recently has been very encouraging. In fact, we are seeing a substantial decline in credit default swap spreads for Japanese government debt. In Australia, their Reserve Bank has accused banks of super profits from their credit card business, saying they've added 3% to their already fat margins since 2009 and taking their spread to over 9%. It is likely to be just as bad in New Zealand. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield benchmark is marginally lower today at 2.16%. The oil price is also lower and now just under $41 a barrel, with Brent crude down to $47 a barrel. The oil glut is deepening. The gold price, however, is up, now at $1,130 an ounce. New Zealand dollar starts today marginally firmer than where it was at this time yesterday, is at 66.2 US cents, at 89.8 Aussie cents and 59.6 Euro cents. The TWI is at 70.7. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.